Alright, Meow. I hope you all are doing well on this fine Wednesday. The weather has been heckin' fierce. Heavy snowfall. Damp. Wet. The kind of snow that's like really heavy because it's so moist rather than like a light fluffy snow. So it'll probably end up freezing and kind of being like a sheet of ice or glazing all over all the things it touches. Thankfully, I got all the stuff I needed to do today, and the only thing I need to do later is grab the perishables for what I need to make for Christmas dinner on Monday or Tuesday, and we'll be good to go. I hope you all are doing well. Thank you for stopping by. Magica, hope you're doing well. I heard that guy in Argentina, the politician, wiped out the budget deficit. That was a thing for over 123 years. So hopefully this is a good thing going forward for your country. This stream, as far as what I have to fight, is going to be miserable because this is mono bug and I need to beat Blaine. Last time I did mono bug, it was off stream because I wanted to help a friend who was also doing mono bug. So I had to know like all the strats. Blaine took several hours. So it's gonna be like big AIDS. Right now we're doing surgery match. I think I'm gonna try to get someone in like Rabambi who has shield dust so they don't take entry hazards. And then I can defog to get rid of the stealth rocks because realistically, Iron Treads is 100% getting stealth rocks up. Thank you for stopping by. I hope your Wednesday has been good, Magica. Yeah, I believe that, and I hate that for you. Our soon-to-be president is wanting to do like massive tariffs to pretty much everyone, and he was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be great. And there were like heads of companies that were interviewed about it, and they're like, yeah, we're just gonna like raise the prices and it's not gonna work. And Trump has already had to like make at least 2 statements where like, oh man, I actually might not be able to give you the savings that I'm literally running for on Office. And then, oh yeah, it's gonna take some time if it happens at all. So like, the one thing he ran on, so that was a fucking lie, like before he even took office, you know? So I love that for us. We're also gonna look at some Palace Cats before we go into the Pokemon. Anyone who isn't familiar, the Palace Cat is threatened. They are a wild cat. The body is round. Monetization is the resource I use. And this is a lovely picture of Meownwell at the Gdansk Zoo. This was taken this year. He's got a really healthy whisker subsystem going on. A beautiful pink nose. Love the eyebrows. He doesn't seem pleased. So, Magica, what have you been playing? More Hoyoverse? This is Ula as well. At Gdansk, I think Ula's gonna be the wife for Meownwell because they're hoping to breed them next year, probably. I love that she's hiding in like a log. Super adorable. Great eyebrows, amberish eyes. Let's see. Yeah, I agree. But sadly, he won the popular vote, so I think more people were behind him than not. Gotcha. I hope you're enjoying your leisure time, your time away from school. And, yeah, Palace Cats are pretty great. Big fan. Love them. Those rounded ears. Has the face of a teddy bear. Which would be a stuffed animal in the shape of a bear. They're called teddy bears after, I believe, Teddy Roosevelt, one of the presidents in America in the early 1900s, because he was a big animal conservationist. So ideally, we are killing Iron Treads relatively quickly. We need to get someone into defog to get rid of the terrain and rocks. I have a ground type for Belly Bolt, but Muddy Water is going to be an issue. Rotom has Levitate. I do have Grass Fighting. Not Grass Fighting. I do have Grass Bug, but I'm going to have to worry about the HP Ice. Once I get rid of Manectric, I can actually have... Well, no. Once I get rid of Manectric and I defog the Stealth Rocks away, I can literally just have Shed Ninja sit in here and be a douche. So I actually might do that. I'm not allowed to use Shed Ninja in Elite Four though, because Shed Ninja made it into my Hall of Fame for Mono Ghost. So I'm only using it in fights up to the Elite Four. Okay. And sadly, Iron Treads is very fast and has Focus Sash. So I'm gonna have to deal with that somehow. Okay, let's see. We're just gonna box everyone but Shed Ninja, then we're gonna build a team from scratch. Okay, so I think we open with... We either open with Rabombi, or we keep Rabombi to defog later. Because if we defog right away, it'll just set rocks again, you know? Okay, so... Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of wild, but it's also shenanigans. Like, and this is the example of the bullshit I was talking about, right? So, in minimum grind mode, there's no EVs because it's minimum grind mode. Yet, Quark Drive affects the highest stat. Speed is gonna be what's affected by the Quark Drive. So it feels really fucking bad knowing that in minimum grind mode, when the EVs do not make it the highest, it's going to get the speed boost. And then it's gonna literally outspeed everyone and their mom. For Blaine, I'm bringing in several Mon with Prankster because according to Bulbapedia and Pokemon DB at the very least, weather moves count as status. So I can open with Illumise or Volbeat and do a Rain Dance and do like a T-Wave. Rain Dance will reduce the damage from the Fire Special version of Close Combat. And if I'm not dead, then I'll drop a, Thunder Wave. And then I'm gonna have two of those because the Charizard, when it Mega Evolves, it's gonna have Drought. And then that's gonna get rid of my weather. Okay. So let's see. Yeah. No, the reason why I bring that up is because I looked up like a list of status moves for Prankster because I wanted to do Prankster Trick Room, but in Radical Red it does not count as a status move that Prankster works with. So it's a gamble as to whether Rain Dance will be counted as a status move for Prankster. Neither Illumise or Volbeat have Taunt, so rocks are coming up no matter what I do. Okay. And I don't want to lead with a hazard setter because when I have to defog, then my hazards will go away, I believe. So instead, we do bring in Shed Ninja. We have to get rid of the Manectric. We have to get rid of the hazards. Okay. I did not know that Trick Room had that low of a priority. Thank you for letting me know, Magica. Okay. Okay, so Rabambi, added effects, entry hazard damage, so let's make sure we have what we need on this. Moonblast, Energy Ball, Sticky Web, Quiver Dance. Instead of Sticky Web, actually no. Instead of Quiver Dance, because I don't think the AI is ever going to actually let us get that move off, we're going to go Babbery for Steel. That way the Iron Head doesn't kill us. And we have Shield Dust so we won't get flinched. And then we want to add Defog. Defog over... this is actually a toughie. Let me look again. Yeah, we can get rid of the fairy move here. Okay. Alright, so then we have Shed Ninja. This will be for once everyone else is gone. I do, and I don't think I'll outspeed. Also, Iron Treads is very fast. Thanks to the... And Iron Treads also has really high defense. So, I mean, I'm willing to try that, but I don't think it's gonna work. Let's see. Let's get the other mon I know that I think I need. I know, I think. That doesn't sound great. Okay. Okay, I mean, I have Shed Ninja, so I don't need a Mega Beedrill. Yeah, I was absolutely thinking about that. The only problem is, Great Iron Treads has really high defense, so I would have to go special Sevian Centiscorch, or just hope that Earthquake does enough damage. So it's like, ugh, you know? Alright, let's see. I also have to hope I don't flinch from Iron Head. Right. Oh yeah, I do have these Sevian Centiscorchite. Okay. So yeah, I will use that. Hold on. I don't know if it gives me it. I'll have to check. I know there's the one. Let's see. Unless it's okay. Thank you. That's what I wanted to double check. So yeah, we will go with that. Thank you for the info/recommendation. So we will go with that. Yes, very lol indeed. Thank you for using the emote. I also added a channel points redeem for hydration and have me look at a cat that isn't the palace cat. I do need something to deal with the Manetric though. So that's gonna be 2 electric moves, a fire move, and a grass move. And none of its moves are gonna make contact, so let's see. Because I can't guarantee that the Centiskorch will be alive, and because it's not holding a fire berry, it's gonna take 2 times damage from the whatnot. So I will need some kind of backup for that. Do we outspeed? Let's find out. We technically do. So I'm gonna go Exceligor with Hidden Power Ground, and I'm gonna hold an Akaberry. Okay. Modest. Okay. Let's make sure everyone else is at level cap. We need 2 more. Okay. Most of them are electric, so I won't be able to para. But at the very least, I can bring in... I'm gonna be using them for Blaine, so I'm gonna level them up now. Alright, let's see. We need to make sure it's Prankster for both of them. So it's gonna be Dream Patches, I believe. VOD friends, lurkers, I hope you're doing well. Oh, Exceligor with the Akaberry, and if I get a clean swap, I outspeed. I could do Flash Fire, yeah, that is a good idea. So I may only use one of them, aka Illumise or Volbeat, and then I'll save. Well, no, if I use Centiskorch, I can't use both of them. I'm trying to limit myself to that if possible in a fight. So if I use Centiskorch, I cannot use Sevian Centiskorch. So I'll use Sevian Centiskorch, then I'll just use Exceligor with the Aka. So we'll keep Illumise, and then yeah. I can get some chip damage in though with maybe a Sucker Punch / First Impression from Low Kicks. And yes, thank you. I'm glad you're using the emotes. I still have to actually get emotes done. It's expensive. And I have to find someone who actually does animals because I want them to be Palace Cat emotes. No, that would not be the trick. Yeah, I think I'll use low kicks. We'll go low kicks with a Akaberry. And it'll basically be like Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch, Sucker Punch, since it only has attacks. Aka on Exceligor. I love that for you. I do remember you're still underage, so I hope that guy was also your age, and it wasn't a case of creepy old man trying to groom and or traffic you. I'm glad you got the self-esteem boost. I love that for you. Okay. So then we need to give Exceligor Hidden Power Ground. We need to tweak Illumise as well. That is very cool. I love that for you. I never know when people are flirting with me, and honestly, that's fine. We have an ad break in about a minute, so grab some water, grab some snacks, do a stretch. I'm gonna continue working on the team, and then we're gonna take on Surge after the ad break. Okay, let's see. No, not him. I think it's this guy, maybe? Yes, it is. Okay. HP ground. No yawn, because it takes a turn. Apples, hell yeah. Apples are quite good. It's no longer apple season, but they do still have apples in the store. All right, I'll see you all shortly. All right, Meow, and we're back. So we're almost ready. We're just fixing the moves on Illumise. All right, there we go. And thank you. So, what kind of apples do they have down in Argentina? Also, has it been snowing down there? I know you're technically in the summer hemisphere, but split seasons, so I guess it would be summer there now. actually gonna go wide lens, so Toxic probably doesn't miss. Okay, so let's just double check everyone before we go into this. Soniskatite, you're fine. Shed Ninja is fine. Shield Dust is fine. The berry will eventually go, so probably will be fine. Let's see. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Prankster. We're gonna go special defense up. Yeah, special defense up. Okay. We'll go, calm. Okay. That kind of sounds like California, where a good part of California, you never have to worry about snow. And then North California, it's like, oh, what's that? Basically Pacific Northwest, so lots of snow. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like heat, but I imagine if it's hot all the time, and if it's humidity, like humidity is horrible up here. Walking outside and feeling like you need a shower. Okay. And then Jack, we're not gonna be outspeeding, so we're gonna go, Adamant. Okay. Yeah, I know someone in Australia, and they were talking about how it was like 43 Celsius the other day, and they live in an older home, and there is an AC unit, but it's like in a not ideal part of the house, and they don't have central air. So yeah, I am grateful that we don't have to deal with that. I'm glad he didn't get incinerated. Okay. Okay, good. I think we can make this work. I think when I did Monobug last time, I had to do full Corona holding a Groundberry. I think, I'm not sure. Yeah, Rabambi is really cool. I'm sure you could find a Rabambi plushie. I think it's really neat. I remember, I think I was playing one of the other fan games like Unbound or Reborn, and it had a Rabambi in it. So I'm like, oh, that's neat. Bug Fairies are really cool typing. All right, so it's going to be permanent electric terrain. Ideally, we get rid of Iron Treads, and then we can get a defog in as soon as possible to get rid of the inevitable stealth rocks and terrain. We're going to save again and go team. I wonder if he's gonna just instantly swap out into Rodom, like he's gonna read the Earthquake. He does not. Good. Stealth Rocks, okay, that's fine. Alright, good. So this gives us the opportunity to swap in Rabambi, who's not gonna take damage from rocks. We can then defog to get rid of terrain and rocks. That is awesome. I love that for you. I've looked into getting a Pokemon plushie in the past, but long shipping times and dubious quality, so I continue having my Palace Cat plush. It's the one that I use for my logo. Very soft, very fluffy, very round. Big fan. My therapist also bought a weighted dinosaur plushie named Dennis, and he's very adorable. She was hugging him during therapy today. I remember playing claw machines when I was younger, and I was fucking terrible at it. So I ended up just like stopping it entirely because I always felt like I was getting ripped off. So this is probably Rotom with a Scald. It could also be Manectric with the Flamethrower because it will outspeed. Damn, I hate that for you. Snivy is cute. Okay, so let's see. What is it gonna be? So it was Rotom, and Rotom has Levitate. So we're gonna go in Rabombi. I am faster, so we're going to defog. No rocks, no terrain. That's honestly fine now. Haha! You can't do anything! Normal one has Mold Breaker. I don't remember if it did, so I'm gonna be checking right now. No. It's Arena Trap or Sand Force. Only normal Centiskorch. Only non-mega. Yeah. I appreciate that because, yeah, Mold Breaker has been useful. Alright, so... Haha! Manectric, that's fine. That's what we want to see. We're gonna get the Shadow Claw off. That's actually kind of silly. I wish I had kept Shadow Sneak, but we don't. So I'm gonna go into Jack. We're gonna probably eat Flamethrower and Sucker Punch for the kill. Yep, that's fine. Oh, the burn. That burn is what kept that from being clean. So that's very disappointing. Alright, that's fine. So now Shed Ninja can just stay in and run a train on the rest of Surge's Mon. Oh no! What are you gonna do to me? What a shame! I mean, it's gonna take a minute, so we're gonna be doing some home claws while we wait. I don't get to use them in Koga though, because there's a fair amount of dark and flying, and I don't get to use them in Blaine because almost everyone that Blaine has a fire type move or a rock move. So after this run is over, this will be the last time I get to use Shed Ninja in a run. I think that's like the 6th one. Okay. Shed Ninja. He's extremely powerful. I love being able to use Shed Ninja in this. And yeah, that burn, Sucker Punch killed otherwise. So it's like, ah! Alright, so off to Koga. I haven't done any prep for Koga yet. Okay. I think I go Vikavolt with Thunderclap. And that will very likely kill. So let's start with that. Okay. Okay. We're using Phalanx for Drapion because I'm immune to crit. So its whole gimmick of Sniper will not work, and I love that for us. I quad resist the one move, and I think I resist to neutral the other move. Okay. Okay, so Pogamus, very powerful. I think we use Rabambi for Iron Valiant because fairy fighting is still weak to fairy. I think I'm gonna save Shed Ninja for Toxtricity because none of its moves can hit me. So then that leaves Exceligor and Greninja. Okay. So we're gonna use Vikavolt for the Swellow. And then that leaves... I guess I could also Thunderclap the Greninja, but then I do need something for Exceligor. Which I think I do have something. I have Mega Heracross, and by Mega Heracross, I mean Mega Pinsir, because of Aerial 8, Quick Attack, Aerial 8, Double Edge. Okay, we can make that work. So Rabambi, Shedinja, Vikavolt, Pogamus, Pinsir. We're gonna bring one more as like a backup type situation. I think I'm gonna bring in Crustle, not this one, the other one, for Stealth Rocks. There we go. I'm not going to do that. I may have to do something like that for Blaine though. You know, I deadass could have sworn that he got Accelerock. He does not. That makes me sad. Alright, so I guess instead... I mean, it doesn't really matter if he holds anything since we're only using him to set Stealth Rocks. Okay. So... Pinsirite... There we go. I like that if you have a Pokemon as your follower that has a Mega, it follows you in its Mega form. I first noticed it with Mega Gallade, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of neat. And if you have Kangaskhan follow you, the mother Kangaskhan and the little baby Kangaskhan follow you as well. Okay. I'll put Swords Dance on. I have to see where I'm getting Quick Attack from. Might be this. Yes, there we go. Okay. So, Quick Attack. No storm, Superpower. We're gonna go Return because with Max Friendship it's 102. All right. All right, Meow, we're back. We're almost ready for Koga. I just need to grab a thing and tweak some natures and we'll be good to go. I don't expect this to be bad. The real pain is going to be the May fight and the Blaine fight. Also, kind of Jasmine. Let's see. There we go. So, Magica, did you have a good Wednesday so far? Alright, so yeah, close combat just to round it out. Very nice, I love that for you. Do you have anything to look forward to for the rest of this week / next week? I would say I got all my Christmas shopping done so far, so I don't realistically have to leave the house until next Friday because I need to get my therapy session in, and obviously it's closed on Christmas. Okay, so let's see. Pinsir. I don't think it matters, but I want to double check. It does not matter. Okay. So we'll go Hyper Cutter in case there's an Intimidate. And we'll go Speed Up. Since it's gonna be strong enough anyways. Actually, no. This is for Exceligor. So maybe I go Special Defense Up if I don't get the clean swap, you know? So let's go Spadef. Careful, yeah, there we go. Okay. I don't miss lawn mowing when I was younger. Yeah, I completely understand that. I had to weed the mulch beds and mow the grass every weekend as a kid because it's a privilege having a home. So, you know, I love that for us. So, Mega Pinsir. Also, do you want to name any of the Pokemon, Magica? It doesn't have to be only these ones, but obviously about a third of these guys don't have names. So I think for this we go Magnet because we want Thunderclap to do even more damage. Pogamus's level does need to go up. And we're also gonna make that Shell Armor because we were using Defiant for the double battle in Silphco. Okay. No Mega Horn because 85 accuracy. So instead it's gonna be Protect. No Poison Jab. We are gonna keep close combat. Trying to think what. I know it has a ground move, but I don't remember what it is. Okay. It does not have a ground move. Turns out I was full of shit. So let me look that up. Phalanx. Okay. High horsepower, so it doesn't get a ground move until we get to Elite Four. I hate that. Yeah, we can 100% go Chomper for Pinsir. Also, this POV of Pinsir, obviously it doesn't have the giant mandibles like that, but at the old house we had very ornamental bushes that would be imported from like other countries, and they looked really nice. And there were beetles that would destroy them. And the wings that Pinsir has remind me of those beetles. Yep, Chomper it is. Okay, so I'm gonna go Citrus Berry on Rabombi because I need generic healing. We're gonna put Moonblast back on Rabombi for the Iron Valiant. I am gonna hold on to Sticky Web. Shed Ninja is fine. Chomper is fine. Pogamus. We're gonna get rid of the Poison Jab. Maybe it gets like at least Bulldoze or something, you know? Body Press isn't bad, but we're only gonna be here for spikes, you know? No. No. Maybe so I can pivot out. Only downside is it's very slow. Nah. And we'll leave that. Doesn't seem that important. That Tantrum. I'm gonna go Wide Lens on Shed Ninja. I think this will be funny. I mean, I can only use it on the one, but it's gonna be chip damage at least for anything that tries to pivot in. Let's see. What else? So Rabombi is realistically fine. Pogamus. I can get rid of Protect. We're not using that. So we'll probably go Lunge just to reduce the damage that Drapion will do. And anything that swaps in. And then we'll also give it a Citrus Berry for generic healing. I mean, we still have to get past his dumbass friends, but we'll be okay. So yeah, good. Yeah, that's realistically fine. That's fine. That's fine. Go team. We're gonna lead with Rabombi. Save. That was a bad idea to lead with Rabombi. I forgot about the Salazzle. Ah, so lame. It's fine though. Lamau Thunderclap. Get fucked. Swap. You're dead. You're dead. Lunge. You're dead. Swap into Pogamus. It's basically fine. Haha. Chomper. He's extremely powerful. We're gonna eel. Copper Raj, not what we want to see, not what kids want in their cereal. Oh yeah, it's just gonna coil spam. There, good enough. Yes, the victory road Ace Trainer has a Mega Pincer. The Aerialite Double Edge, it's pretty spicy. Swap into, I guess, Vigavolt, Thunderclap, Rock Slide, Lunge. Very good. All right, time for Koga. So we're gonna put Vigavolt up front, and we're gonna try to make this work. I'm not looking forward to dealing with the Greninja and the Exceligor. We have an ad in 5 minutes, so I'm gonna try to beat Koga by then. Okay, so this should kill. Yep, awesome. We love that for us. In comes Toxtricity. It's probably just gonna go Boom Burst because Punk Rock. Lamau, you're dead. Okay, Greninja, we land the Willow. This is probably Dark Pulse. Yeah. That hurt a lot more than I thought it would. But we're fine with Thunderclap. Alright. Toxtricity. In goes Shedinja. Oh no. Oh no. What are you doing, buddy? We don't bother to set up because there's still Mon that can kill me. Oh, what a shame. This is very satisfying if you couldn't tell. Okay, Drapion. We want to swap out after this. We go into Pogamus. This is Wicked Blow. Oh no. Whatever will I do? Okay, Iron Valiant's gonna eat a damage reduction. It wants to go Spirit Break. So we're gonna go Vikavolt. If it dies, we get the clean swap with Rabombi, which is what I wanted to see. That's fine. All right. That's fine. Oh man, whatever will I do? Oh no, it's Drapion. Normally I'd be scared, but Battle Armor Quad Resist is a hell of a thing. I love that. Okay, come on, Chomper, let's go. We take that. Oh no, it's Drapion. I guess we're going back into Shedinja. And I messed it up. I'm stupid. Lamau. Lunge. That's fine. We are gonna out. Actually, we'll stay in. That's fine. There we go. Chomper's still alive. You love to see it. I did mess up a little bit though. All right. Rock Wrecker was sturdy. I'm glad we held on to it. 150 base power, extremely powerful. I messed up and we still handled that nicely. Off to Cinnabon Island, which is going to be pain because that Mega Blaziken is a huge problem. We want to show him a very fast Pokemon, so we're gonna show him, I don't think Rabombi's fast enough. So we're gonna go show him Exceligor. And that'll basically be the thing that gets us our 1 life orb. All right. Mm-hmm. Thank you. We take our 1 life orb. That'll be useful for the May fight. Save. Ads about the proc. We're gonna get the Cinnabon. I will see you all shortly. All right, Meow, and we're back. Gonna look at a few Palace Cat videos before we take on Jasmine, May, then Blaine. I need to actually find some, though, that we haven't watched a zillion times in a row. And then I need to pull them up in a way that I don't dox myself, because that would not be pleasant. Okay, so let's see. So these are two of the palace cats that live in Tibet. Tibet to the rest of us. China to China. But it's, I believe this one is Fang and Brackets. There's Fang, Brackets, Yu, and maybe Lottie. I think they're siblings. It was 2 of 2. So 2 from one litter and 2 from another litter. I believe they had to be separated because they were constantly picking fights with each other. There's no music, sadly, but it's super wholesome. Just 2 palace cats doing a lick, and the other one also does a lick. And I love how expressive their faces are. They got that raccoon tail twitching. Super cute. Big fan. 10 out of 10. And we have seen them before in other videos, but this was within like the past day on the Meownwell subreddit. Yeah, I think what happened was, so the one pair is like brother and sister, and I think the other pair were like 2 brothers. So what was happening was one of them from the opposing litter was bothering the sister, and that's weird because mating season for palace cats is only 1 day a year, and this was happening outside of mating season. So it was a problem, and that's why they had to be separated. But they're still adorable cats. Big fan. 10 out of 10. Yeah, absolutely. So adorable, but they are cats, so of course they want to throw hands. I have a few videos of them, I believe, before they were separated. Yes, exactly. Throwing paws. Excellent paws over here, by the way. So yeah, let me find a few videos of them. And that zoo, it only opened up, I think, in like June or July. So as far as Meownwell go, it's relatively new. Okay, let's see if we can find it. It's gonna be buffering. So this is Yu. This is one of them. I believe that was in that video. And they have a painted tire swing. Very adorable. That is adorable. I love that your dog did that for you. The fact that it was being carried very gently means it wasn't, this is dinner, I'm bringing you a gift type thing, you know? That is awesome. I'm so glad you were able to give some care for that cat in need, and then you were able to hopefully find him his forever home. There's been multiple instances where palace cats have like stumbled into villages half starving and almost dying, and then they're basically taken from the village to a place that specializes in taking care of wild animals. They get fostered for a little bit, then they get re-released into the wild. So that's a real wholesome 100, breathtaking, big Chungus Keanu, we did it. And I love that, because these animals are threatened. Also, that's a giant mitt it's got like right here. Oh, so adorable. And I love the stripes. They usually lose their stripes, except for like in the tail. So I'm stoked that they still have the stripes in the body. Ah! That was fun. They're so adorable. Whee! Look at them go. I'm glad that it was only $27 it wasn't too much of a burden to take care of them. Yes, I imagine having to do that often throughout the whole week would be taxing. I remember when Dad was alive, Mom had to turn him every 2 hours, because if you let someone who's paralyzed sleep on one side too long, they can develop bed sores, and it's not ideal. So I can wholly understand what you're talking about. Let's look at another one of the Tibetan Meownwell. I just have to find it first. All right, let's see. We found the other one. Okay. And both of these videos are from Deshoy Meownwell. That's probably an Instagram or Twitter handle. There you go. But yeah, this was before they were separated, so these are all 4 of the Palace cats. I love that they have stuff to climb. They're super cute, doing some scritching of their claws. I love their little white socks. Super adorable. Big fan. Truly some of God's finest creatures. Yeah, they absolutely are cute, chunky fur balls. Fully grown, they're only about 4 to 5 kilograms. And most of the denseness comes from their fur, so it's easier to maintain than fat stores. But yeah, we stand Palace cats here. They're the best. And despite looking so chonky, watching them jump leaps and bounds and moving so quickly, it's impressive, you know. These ones, they also have really dark heads and coats, whereas other ones will only have like a little bit of darkness, or maybe dark on the chest or the stripes. At least 2 of them look like they have a black head of hair rather than the grays, the browns, etc. All right, we're gonna fight Jasmine first, because fighting Bug against Steel is gonna be easier than fire, I think. So that's gonna be... I'm gonna go for and hope we get the Bronzong team, so we can lead with normal Centiskorch. We'll hold a air balloon, and we'll go like flamethrower or something. Because the other ones have sturdy, and I don't want to deal with sturdy if I can help it, you know? Okay. There's too much rock and fire, so we're not going to use Shed Ninja here. We're not going to use Chomper. We will hold on to Vikavolt for the Samurott. No Rabambi. We're going to hold on to Pogamus as well. Okay. VOD friends, lurkers, I hope you've had a great Wednesday. I hope you're enjoying the stream, the Palace Cats, the Pokemon, the suffering I'm about to endure for the rest of this stream, because Blaine. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna bring in this Senate Scorch. We're gonna bring in Slitherwing because things like First Impression and Flare Blitz. That's a good point. I will actually try that since I negated your other suggestion. Okay, let's see. Okay. I also need to update the overlay. And by overlay, I mean the visual text. Okay, so level 73 and another badge. Okay. All right. So yeah, we'll lead with Senate Scorch. Earthquake, we'll keep all those. Keep the Vigavolt, keep the Pogamus. Then we need to deal with Melmetal, Excadrill, and Mango Zone. Okay, so... okay. I'm gonna bring in Ledian because fighting. The Iron Fist and Mach Punch is gonna be handy. I am gonna bring in Slitherwing as well. And I'm gonna bring in Clawitzer because Aura Sphere with Mega Launcher. I actually used Ledian and Sabrina as well, so I'm glad that Ledian is not dog shit in this ROM hack. Okay. We can realistically keep that, I think. Actually, no, we'll get rid of Knockoff and we'll go Fire Punch. So I think it does get Fire Punch. Okay. No Heat Crash. We're not outweighing anyone in this fight. I don't think Snarl counts for that. Really? Big cringe. Doesn't get Fire Punch. You hate to see it. I guess I could do like Hidden Power Fire. I might use Low Kick, but not on Ledian. Ad break in about 20 seconds. Just a heads up. Bad Tantrum because I don't have Earthquake yet. I know, right? It would have been nice. Okay, let me pause that. Alright, Meow, and we're back. We're almost ready for the Jasmine fight. It's 3 potential teams, so we're probably going to try to fish for the one we want. Unless we end up doing better on the other 2. And yeah, Phalanx doesn't get low kick, but Slitherwing does. We'll do that. We'll also go Life Orb since we don't have Monster Energy to make Phalanx even stronger. And then we can go Multi-Scales since we don't have the Booster Energy. Also, that is horrible. Alright. Nature Change. We go Adamant. We go Multi-Scale, a Stream Patch, I think. Okay. Ledian, we're gonna give Punch Glove. Clawitzer. Probably a Fighting Berry. There's a lot of fighting. There's a lot of fighting / rock here. So that's gonna be a Chipotle Berry. And then Dark Pulse, Aura Sphere. We can keep the taunt, but we might not end up using it. Yes, absolutely. I had to do it in several fights. And then there's the, I think, padded something that you can get by talking to a fighting Pokemon in Chuck's dojo. And it allows your moves not to make contact. So it's basically a worse version of Punch Glove while having the no contact function, which is what I wanted. Okay. So save. Go team. Save again. So we did. We're gonna go Earthquake. Stealth Rocks, I don't love. Earthquake again. Samurott is probably gonna go Razor Shell here. Oh, I hate this. I'm immune to crit, so that wasn't bad, but it still was more than I would have liked to see, you know? Click close combat, please be enough. It is huge. Aggron. We are gonna get the move off, but it's gonna probably kill Pogamus. That's not ideal, but I mean, it's like half, so we basically take it. Okay. Not bad. We can get through this. Flare Blitz. Flare Blitz. We go into Ledian. Mach Punch. Mach Punch. Clawitzer with Aura Sphere. Jasmine down. Love to see it. She wants a really tanky Pokemon. So that means we go and we grab our Metagross. I always get a Metagross every run because that gets me safety goggles. That gets me Focus Sash. That gets me Assault Vest. Now we need to prep for May. Thank you. Yeah, Metagross is just him for real, 100%. We grab a handful of white herbs. We grab a handful of lumberries. Okay. So May leads with a Stealth Rock, Soul Rock. So we want to hold a normal berry so we don't get killed by explosion. Okay. I'm not familiar with them enough to know why you don't like their stat spread. Is it not a good stat spread and that's why you don't like it? Oh, yeah. I agree. The Wish Pokemon that I think are Celebi, Jirachi, and Victini, I really don't like that they're just 90 to 100 across the board. It's doo-doo. Okay, so I am gonna keep Slitherwing, and I think I do keep Pogamus. I think I know what I have to do here. Forgive me, Father, for what I have to yabba dabba do, you know? Let's see. Metagross can go. We're gonna bring in... He's never gonna see it coming. We're bringing in Ninjask. You may be wondering, Meownwell, why are we bringing in Ninjask? Ninjask has 160 base speed, and we're gonna dual Wing Beat. And we're gonna hold a Focus Sash. And we're gonna dual Wing Beat twice if we have to. I used Ninjask to solo Erica. It was very funny. Okay. Where are you, Ninjask? I'm not blind. I might be blind. I am not blind. Okay, good. Yes, I agree. They could absolutely make Goodra even slower and make it better. Yeah, I agree. Also, when I think about it, I use Hisui and Goodra more because I like the steel typing. Okay, so Ninjask, do you have anything special? I like that, and I might use that before the dual Wing Beat. Let's see. Let's get rid of Roost for this fight, since we're not gonna get the buff. Yeah, it's pretty gross. I do be loving Steel. I'm gonna be doing Mono Steel maybe after this, or we'll do Terraria after I beat Mono Bug. Then we'll start Mono Steel as the new Mono type. Alright. And then we want to sash the Ninjask. Okay. We want to go... Clawitzer holding a normal berry for Lunatone. Okay. Keep Ledian. Let's see what else we're looking at. We want someone with safety goggles for Breloom, so I think I know who that's gonna be. That's gonna be my Yanmega. I'm probably bringing Yanmega to E4 because of speed boost, and then Air Slash, Bug Buzz, the Protect with Leftovers, and Giga Drain for typing coverage. But I might bring Frostmoth to Mono Bug because I'm not sure if I want to save Frostmoth for Mono Ice and Cleavor for Mono Rock. Yanmega. Safety goggles on Yanmega. Okay. I think we go Rabambi holding a Fire Berry to deal with Flygon. Okay, so Pogamus can go. We'll keep Letty in, I think. We can also use Rabambi for what's his face? Relicanth, because I'm gonna outspeed and it has F-all for special defense. Aka. Yeah, that's certainly an option. Unless, I don't know of any bugs that learn Sandstorm. So what I'm thinking about is doing Illumise or Volbeat with Rain Dance. And then I'm gonna have two of them so I can Rain Dance and Rain Dance again. Oh, okay. Interesting. Do you just let Shed Ninja die then? Because it's gonna be killed by the armor cannon. Okay. I'll consider that. Okay, yeah, this is fine. Okay. All right, let's make this work. Save. Also, this song makes me irrationally angry, so I always skip it. Thank you. Dark Pulse, it takes it to Sash. Stealth Rocks, because of course. Sticky Web to slow everyone else down. We eat our normal berry for no explosion. Flygon. I think we are outsped. It's gonna be the dragon move. It could also be the fire move. Okay, that's fine. Blaziken. This is probably random move. We go into... We want the clean swap. So I think I just go back into Clawitzer. I think we are... Oh no, the rocks. I'm gonna have to have defog when I do this again. Yep, runs away. That makes sense. Okay. Someone is dying here. Honestly, just thunderclap his cheeks. Okay. It's not gonna do a lot, but oh yeah, lightning rod. I forgot. That's awkward. Okay. Not ideal. I might be faster. I don't think so. I am. No. Oh, that's right, because of the sticky web. Huge. Sadly, I don't think this is it either. I mean, that's not too bad. It's gonna be neutral, but, you know. Okay, we're gonna protect. I have to hope I'm faster now. I'm not. So we need to defog. That is completely my fault. So that's fine. We can make this work. We have defog on Rabambi. As in, we can give Rabambi defog. All right. Over Quiver Dance. Let me read this. All right, I think we're back. Let's see if we can make this work against May round 2. Because obviously the first one was me pretending for content and forgetting that stealth rocks went up. Okay, so let's see. Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse. In comes Flygon. We're gonna go Rabambi. Oh no, it went Earthquake. I hate that for us. I need to get the defog off though, no rocks. Okay, so not ideal, but I think we can like kind of make this work, you know? Yanmega. Let's go protect for speed. We're just gonna go Bug Buzz because it's our strongest move. It's not enough. We'll go Ledian and we'll Mach Punch because I know we're not fast enough to outspeed otherwise. Lightning Rod and all that. This is gonna be a fire move most likely. It has lightning rod, so we can't do anything there. Not ideal. It did double overheat, so that let me actually live and overheat. I think I am faster, so we're gonna Drain Punch. But this might kill me. It does not. We're gonna Drain Punch. I don't have my safety goggles anymore, and I hate that. So I gotta go close combat, and then Mach Punch and hope it kills. Okay, we can technically make that work. We can go... Oh no. Not ideal. Dual Wing Beat. This needs a kill. It does. Ninjask with 1 HP and the Focus Sash saves the day against Big Bad Blaziken. You love to see it. So that means level cap is 76. And because pride is a sin, when we get the Blaine, I'm gonna try Magico Strat. Okay, so let's lead with Yanmega. There you go. The mansion takes like 5 minutes because there's like 2 moves and you can skip a lot of fights. Except for the few that are like here. Lamau, you're dead, and you're probably dead too. Nice. Love to see it. Okay, statue. We never use Gunk Shot. There's maybe like one world where I use Gunk Shot, and it would be on Ariados with no guard, if it can actually learn Gunk Shot. If it can't learn Gunk Shot, then it doesn't matter because we wouldn't use it. So, okay. Yoink. Don't need that. Okay, very good. All right. Don't need, I always forget that it's a mega. I don't need them because I have all the mega stones. This is not ideal. I mean, that's fine, but all right. I think I want a clean swap. There we go. Careful. Ah, very sneaky. Yoink. Yoink. Get me out of here. I didn't do anything. Help me. Okay, very good. So now we need to prep for the 3 mini bosses. All right. So we're gonna lead with Rabambi. We're gonna use a Watermon for Arcanine. We're gonna, I don't know yet for Rhyperior. We're gonna use Flying against Scorch. And then we're gonna try to use Flying against Sunflora, holding a Rock Berry. Well, actually no, holding Focus Sash. And since I'm gonna try to do the strat, I'm gonna bring Shed Ninja in on all these too. Okay, so no Clawitzer. I'm gonna keep the Vigavolt for now. No Ledian and no Yanmega. Okay. Scyther for Cleavor, Araquanid, Shed Ninja. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Those are all painful. I think I have to hold the not Akka. I have to hold the Charty Berry. Okay. It's not sashed, is it? It is not. Okay, good. That's actually kind of a big deal. Charty. You're gonna be Cleavor. You're gonna be sashed, because I need to make sure the sand actually goes off. No. No, sorry, buddy. So what are you up to now, Magica? And when do you have to go back to school? Okay, that'll be fine. Rabambi, I'd say that's all okay. Araquanid with the Charty, that's realistically all fine. We need to level them up. Oh, okay. I love that you have such a break. I am very grateful to not be in school anymore because it was some of the worst years of my life. Scyther, we needed to make that Cleavor. This can definitely change. This can be probably a Rockberry. Also, more Palace Cats. This is Lev in Saitama's Children's Zoo 2017. He's got his magic paw. He's got the iconic dent. He looks hella surprised. Such a beautiful boy. We stand Lev. He's been with 5 females, and he's only created kittens once. It was with Shawl. They created the Flower 5, Lotus, Iris, Grusha, Primula, and Olivia. He looks like he has ball. Yeah, no, I kind of get that. But yeah, Lev is great. Lev actually had to get an operation on his mouth because he had an infected tooth. Thankfully, he's at the Nasu Animal Kingdom, and that's where Polly and Bull are. And they've also needed an infected tooth to be extracted. So he was in good care for them. Yes, absolutely. Still cute, still round. We love Lev. And then, yeah, this is Meownwell. This is Meownwell and Ula. We were talking about them earlier on stream. Let me find... This is also Lev at Kobe Animal Kingdom. They shopped them around with different female Palace Cats. When Bull was away, they were trying to get Polly and Lev to be comfortable with each other, but apparently Polly in the past had one pretty bad pregnancy and she needed special treatment after, and Polly seems to only tolerate Bull, so I don't think a Lev x Polly is ever going to happen. Also, both of them are at least 10, so they're not like old. Tabby is 16, for example, but they're getting up there in years, you know. Lev is such a beautiful boy. He's got his magic paw. It gives him lots of riz. Alright, let's see if we can make this work. We lead with Rabambi, and then we want to change the weather as soon as possible. Scyther, you need to be Cleavor, so it's King's Rock. I don't think he gives us King's Rock, so you have to go to the King's Rock store. Save. We'll check, but yeah, I don't think we have any King's Rock, sadly, so name. We do. Okay, awesome. Love that for us. And Cleavor. Okay. Okay, we want to go special defense up, because Armor Rouge is sashed anyways. So between the sand and this, we're gonna have a pretty good special defense. And then we do want to stay Technician because Accelerock. Stone Edge is garbage because it can miss. And I don't want Stone Axe to miss, so we want to grab a Wide Lens. We have an ad break in about 30 seconds. We'll be taking on the first of 3 trainer battles that are elite trainers that are gatekeeping us from Blaine. It's all in the sun, so we gotta get rid of that weather as soon as possible. See you all shortly. All right, Meow, and we're back. Time to take on 3 painful trainers before we have to deal with the pain train that is Blaine. We lead with a Rabombi because it can't be faked out, no items, so knockoff does even less damage, which means it'll probably go reckless close combat because that's the strongest move it has. Okay, or it just withdraws, it goes into Arcanine, which I guess makes sense. Fire resists, Rock's gonna be super effective here. We are faster, but I don't think we have anything that would actually be good here. So it's probably gonna go Flare Blitz, because stab, and it doesn't miss. So instead, I'm gonna accept that I'm dead. I'm gonna set a sticky web to make them all slow down when they come in. Okay. We're gonna go in with a Araquanid. We're going to Wave Crash. We missed the Head Smash, very huge. Arcanine dead. Senna Scorch. Wave Crash again. Araquanid just took out 2 out of his Pokemon, extremely powerful. Let's get Shed Ninja in. Shed Ninja is going to set Sandstorm. Me and Shao gets slowed down. Love to see it. That's fine. Shed Ninja did its job. Yeah, that fake out's gonna be an issue. I think I just have to eat the fake out. Yeah. Eat the fake out, get the Stone Axe for rocks. Accelerock on whatever comes in, that's Rhyperior. It's gonna be slower, doesn't really do anything. I'm going to pivot out. I don't really have anything good for this. We eat our berry. I guess we just Bug Buzz because I don't really have anything else that can hit it. Thankfully, Bug Buzz was enough. Sunflora, the Sash, and all that shit's gone, so we want to go in with Bug Buzz and we kill. We're probably going to get faked out here and killed, so I'm just going to choose Thunderclap. It didn't fake out. Okay, so that's one example of the strat working. We love that for you, Magica. So next, it's also more permanent Sun. We cannot try to fake out the Lycanroc because if it flinches, it becomes faster. So I think I lead with Rabombi again. And we are going to want to defog at some point because Stealth Rocks is cringe. So we have the defog. Good. Think we go Rockberry because it's a Rock Hound. All right. Energy Ball. Energy Ball, no rocks. Love to see it. I'm pretty sure it does outspeed here. No, I do still outspeed. Okay, good. So we're gonna go Sticky Web for the speed drop. We're gonna Shed Ninja, Sandstorm. In comes Gliscor. I don't have ice for this, so Gliscor is actually going to be kind of interesting. Okay, it did Poison Orb, but we do have a Araquanid, so we can go Wave Crash. Love to see it. We are going to be outsped here, so I'm just going to let myself go down in a video game. Accelerock. It's Ursaluna, because of course it is. Ursaluna. This is gonna be big pain for whatever's coming in. It probably wants to close combat or headlong rush. Think I'm gonna pivot out. Okay. I'm gonna hope it goes headlong rush and it misses because levitate. It went knockoff, okay. Honestly, that's okay. Darmanitan. I'm gonna go Thunderclap because it only has attack moves. Cleavor with Accelerock. Accelerock. Extremely powerful. And then this next one is a double battle. So that's gonna be annoying. The Tailwind is basically going up no matter what. So think we go Rabombi and Cleavor. And we want to double in on the Noivern. Moonblast. Accelerock. All right, good. No Tailwind. That's kind of important. Brain and Shed Ninja, Sandstorm, and Accelerock on Volcarona. Bring in Araquanid. We're gonna Wave Crash. I'm going to Accelerock the Braviary. He's a thick boy though, so that kind of makes sense. Air Slash, that's not the worst thing in the world. Vikavolt. We're going to try to Wave Crash the Excadrill. We're going to Thunderclap the Braviary. Honestly, kind of got the job done. It's why I like Araquanid. The Water Bubble plus Wave Crash is a lot of damage. Okay, so let me read your wall of text on how to beat Blaine. Yup. Yup. Thank you. So, let's take a gander again. Yup. I think I am gonna keep Ninjask because that can be a solution for Ogerpon. I don't think I keep Vikavolt though. So yeah, Vikavolt is gonna come out, and I'm probably keeping Araquanid with the Charty Berry. Okay, then that leaves one slot open realistically. I'm gonna try Chomper with the, actually no, it would still take 2 times because of fire. Okay. Oh yeah, Sebi Semiscorch. Right, I remember now. Alright, so here's hoping it works. It's probably gonna take a few tries, and that's perfectly fine. I am expecting to be here 2 hours, so if the strat works right away, it saved us a bunch of time, which is nice. Sadly, that's 2 hours less content, so, you know, not ideal. I don't want to defog. Moonblast. Sticky Web. We can get rid of Energy Ball for this one. Alright, so let's see if we can beat Blame before the ad. We lead with Shedinja. Okay. Oh, I know what it would be another good one to have. Since I don't think we're ever actually going to be able to get the buff, we're going to go Rock Slide so we have more rock coverage. And then... Alright then. Moment of truth. Go team. Yay. And then with wide lens, we probably don't miss the Stone Axe. Nice. And because the weather broke it, that's huge. Slitherwing is probably going Flare Blitz or the other one. And I don't want to gamble that it is going to hit me with a priority move. So I'm going to go into Araquanid. Close combat, don't love that. It does a U-turn, we land a Wave Crash, Charizard dies before its Mega. It's looking like a good start. Araquanid goes down, but that's kind of a big deal. In the sense that big threats are already going. Let's go into Cleavor. Ogerpon. I wish I went into Ninjask. I'm not faster. This is probably knockoff or Ivy Cudgel. Oh, I'm gonna die if I do that. Let's get the clean swap. We can sacrifice Rabombi. Okay. I am faster, which is kind of nice. So we're gonna hit him with a Bug Buzz. It's neutral. We get the clean swap. Dual Wing Beat kills. Typhlosion is gonna come in. This is gonna hurt no matter what I do. I need the clean swap. Okay. Crap. I don't think Mold Breaker would have let me get through a Blazing Soul. So this might be Jover. Oh gosh, this might be Jover. So that wasn't bad, but the strat did not work first try. So that's okay. I'm gonna have to make a better swap and hope we get there. Let's run it back. Slitherwing had a priority move. So it first impression and killed me. All right, same as before. And Typhlosion is heavy duty boots, so never got hit by rocks. Okay. All right. Typhlosion this time. Same thing's gonna happen. Okay. All right, we made a change. Here's hoping it gets us past Blaine. All right. So, you know what they say, right? Third time's a charm and all that. Sandstorm. That's fine. Cleavor comes in. We set rocks. We kill. Love to see it. In comes Slitherwing. We go into Araquanid. We wave crash. We kill Charizard. Araquanid goes down. We expect Typhlosion to come in. So Ogerpon. We dual wing beat to kill. We do not kill. Ivy Cudgel. Berry. We die anyways. Cleavor. Accelerock. That was not it. So yeah, I have no way to get past Typhlosion. I'll let you type out what you mean on why. Okay, so fourth time's the charm. Well, that goes, I'm gonna look for some crime coverage on the other monitor. Let me just move chat. Let me check the speed stat. Okay. So, when two Pokemon have priority moves, the one with the higher base speed goes first. Cleavor is not outspeeding Typhlosion because Typhlosion does not have over base 100. So it will Blazing Soul Eruption every single time. And I'll fact check that in case you don't believe me. Yep, Cleavor never outspeeds Typhlosion. Nope. Even in sand, it died to one eruption. What I can try to do is take off Wide Lens, but then if Stone Axe misses, then no rocks for the rest of the team, you know? So I will hope I don't miss with Stone Axe, and we'll do Akaberry on Cleavor. And yeah, it is sad because it's like, oh, this doesn't seem, and it's like, nope, you're just instantly dead. All right. So we Sandstorm. We Stone Axe. We do hit. Very good. Slitherwing. We go into Araquanid. We Wave Crash. Charizard's still up, so this actually changes what happens. I'm gonna go into Rabombi to play it safe. Executor. Bug Buzz, 4 times effective. Typhlosion. Pretty sure I have an okay, so Charty Berry if we have to do this again. Alright, Cleavor. Tank the Eruption. Okay, so it lived it. So we can go Citrus then next time. Alright. Slitherwing comes in. It probably wants to close combat. I mean, it's random, but okay. Flare Blitz. Then we going with Scorch. All right, Charizard, Rock Slide. All right, we got it. So that was 4th time's the charm. I thank you for the Strat Magica. I'm glad it did eventually work. Now we have to prep for one of the worst fights in the whole game. The Archer and Adriana back-to-back battle. That was a mouthful. So he wants big special attack. That would be maybe Rabambi. Not Rabambi, okay. It would maybe be Exceligor. Let's see. Actually, no, Exceligor is really fast. Exceligor doesn't have a lot of special. So, let's see. 97, 95, 100. I think it needs to be 125 special. Oh, Vikavolt will do it, right? Yeah, Vikavolt has big special. So that is absolutely our answer. Okay. Oh, I need to move Shed Ninja, right. Alright, very good. So now we're off to Viridian for the Claire fight, aka surprise, you need to fight some bad Italian people in a cave. Welcome back, Magica. Cleavor got to about 43 HP from Eruption. So I guess the last time it was a high roll versus a low roll. I was able to Accelerock. Cleavor did eventually die. It came down to, let's see. It came down to Centiskorch and Rock Slide against Charizard. And what are you cooking? Yeah, that is possible. Alright, so now I gotta prep for, as I said, one of the worst fights in the game. It's a back-to-back battle with no healing. That sounds good. I made chicken stew in the crock pot over the weekend, and I'm gonna have the last of it probably after I finish streaming. And I put it over couscous because that takes less time to cook than rice or noodles. All right, so I think I have an idea. Let me check. All right. Oh no! It's gonna outspeed by 5. Oh, that is cringe. Okay. Okay, I think I'll just use Scizor. I'll do like double bullet punch, and I'll I think, let me see. Okay. So yeah, we'll use Scizor for the Mamoswine. I'm probably gonna use Solipede for the Mimikyu because poison. Sadly, it does have a Lumberry, so we can't poison it right off the jump. Shed Ninja is not coming in for this fight. Ninjask is not coming in either. We will keep Rabambi. We may keep Vigavolt. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna lead with Sizer. That's 7 badges, and I think level 79 is the new cap. All right. There was something I was looking for the other day. Not yet. What about Legal Eagle? Let's see. No. I want something more concrete before we go with that. Okay. If we get flinched from the icicle crash, that is gonna be super annoying. Honestly, I think we go Assault Vest. Since we're not using any special moves, we can get rid of Defog. We can throw Pursuit on there. All right. That being said, Pursuit is not gonna... Assault Vest is not gonna save me if it comes into Mega Houndoom, you know? Let's bring in the Poison type. I think it is gonna be Solipede because speed boost. Let me see if Ariados can learn Gunk Shot. I would finally be able to use Gunk Shot, if so. It does get Gunk Shot, okay. So, no guard Gunk Shot. The issue there is the fact that, you know, Ariados isn't very strong. And what's-his-face, Mimikyu has Disguise and Swords Dance. So, as much as I want to do no guard Gunk Shot, it's never gonna land. Because I'm just gonna die to a Shadow Claw. In theory, I could sash it if the disguise is already broken, but then the issue is it just has to hit Shadow Sneak. And I think the Mimikyu is faster. Yeah, the Mimikyu is faster, so, okay. Alright. No, I do think we go, Solipede. We will eventually outspeed... No, we start off by outspeeding. Problem is we can't poison off the jump because it's got the Lumberry. So we would have to poison it twice. So that's not ideal. Instead, I think we go generic healing. We are already faster, so we're gonna pump the defense instead. Okay, so that's defense up, special down. Impish. Ad is about the proc in 12 seconds. We'll be working on a team for the upcoming back-to-back fight. I will see you all shortly. All right, man, we're back. We're gonna go grab a Volcarona, and that's gonna be our answer to what's his face, to Durant. And we're gonna hope we don't get flinched, or that he just misses because hustle, you know? That would be ideal. We didn't get a Larvesta earlier because it doesn't get good moves until like 70 plus. And it doesn't evolve until like 59. So it's like, yeah, we're never using that. No. Larvesta, not Larvitar. There we go. And sadly, it's shiny as fucking trash. I can give it a hidden ability, so that's not an issue. The obvious name was taken, so it's gotta be Moth 2. Because the first one was Mothra, and that was my Venomoth. Which I'm really glad in this they made Psychic Bug, since Dustox had Bug Poison covered, as did a bunch of other Pokemon. Bug Buzz. I think it is just rare candy for this one. Okay. Bug Buzz, Quiver Dance. What are we looking for? Probably Flamethrower. 90 accuracy. I already have Quiver Dance, so I'm gonna just go with Flamethrower instead of that. Aka. Yeah, that'll be useful, I think. And then for this, we'll probably go... That 4 times weakness is going to be an issue. It'll also give it a free Quiver Dance. Alright. Honestly, we're gonna go weakness policy. I think that'll be funny. Alright, we can make this work. We want to lead with the Sizor. I do like that Volcarona follows us, and it's just like following us on its, it's probably like hovering, you know? There's Sizor though. Sizor's way cooler. It's also probably Scissor, but I've been saying it's Sizor for so long, I can't go back to it. So, oh well. I hope your chicken, rice, and veggies turn out well, Magica. It does sound quite nice. Alright, we skip all this. Haha! Skip all that. We have to fight this guy, sadly. The flinches. Big cringe. Thankfully, we have Accelerock. This is probably gonna blow up. Could also be Earthquake. Yeah, Explosion. Very silly. 0 out of 10. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, really? I never went back. What a waste. I just lost like 2 minutes. Feels bad. It's okay though. We saved 2 hours by Magica having a good strat for Blaine. So we're actually ahead a minute 58. And by a minute 58, I mean an hour 58. Alright, we want to grab... Oh, it is the wrong... No, it is the right way. Yeah, it is the right way, okay. Uh-huh. By the way, Magica, does Galvanic still stream, or did he, like, die or something? He hasn't been on in, like, a month, at least to my knowledge. Okay, that's fair. Don't worry about it. So we're gonna go into Senate Scorch. Rock Slide, you're dead, Lamau. Rock Slide again, I'm close to dead. It's okay though, because we have Accelerock. Moth 2. Flamethrower. Very powerful. Yeah, that's fine. If I really wanted to, I could, but I faithfully check to see if he comes online, and that's been good enough for me, you know? Let's make sure we actually grab close combat. Okay, we did. Good. Terrible double battle shenanigans are about to abound. We've saved. I feel like we're in a good place. We're probably not. We need to not flinch on the Icicle Crash. It swaps out into Durant. We hate that. We do not get a clean swap. Not ideal. Okay. This is already fucked up. I have to restart. I stayed in when I did not need to. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Okay. Thank you for checking. All right. We go into Moth 2. Flamethrower. Double flinch. Hate to see it. This is probably Shadow Sneak. Poison Jab. Poison Jab. Boo. Moonblast because we are faster. Houndoom. This is probably Sludge Bomb. It was Sludge Bomb. Earthquake, no flinch. That's huge. Mammoth Swine comes back in. Iron. I misclicked. I'm stupid. Okay. Let's see if we can get past the second part. Stone Rocks aren't gonna work because Magic Bounce. Okay, Rhyperior. No idea what it's gonna do. Okay, we're gonna go... Oh, I really wish I had an Energy Ball right now. Sticky Web. Yeah, not ideal. Yeah, weakness policy is not ideal. Let's see what this kills. Okay, so yeah, I made one misclick and it was Jover. So we're gonna not make that misclick and we're gonna do it because I'm choosing to believe that. Interesting. Goes right into Durant. All right. I'm dead. Yeah, okay. Nice. Love to see it. Mammoth Swine. We go back into Sizor. Bullet Punch. Random move. Haha. Oh no, we double flinch. I mean, we would have been dead, but yeah, feels bad. Okay, so let's go Cleavor, do the thing. All right, we are not in a good position. Hatterene, Ironhead, that's not bad. This is probably Sucker Punch, so I'm just gonna go Bullet Punch. All right, Accelerock, Rhyperior, we're kind of in the same position as before. Kind of. Yeah, I need to put Energy Ball back on Rabombi here. Yep, that's the change I think we need to make. I mean, I'm still kind of screwed against the Mawile, but I need the Energy Ball. There we go. Well, let's beat it before the ad break. Something X time is the charm. Yep. Nice. All right. Yeah, not ideal. We are still faster though, so that's fine. Oh no, poison. Big cringe. No flinch though, we take that. So we are in a better position than before. This is probably Ice Shard. It was Ice Shard. Bullet Punch. We're not making that mistake again. That was a cleaner version. So we were able to preserve Sizor for this. Bullet punch. Okay, Mile. This is probably a steal move. So I'm gonna try to pivot out. Okay. Ironhead kills. Yeah. This was not the run. This one will be though. Yeah. Okay. Not ideal. Sizor. Okay. Scorch. No flinch, that's huge. Round 2 fight, go. Ironhead. Bullet punch. Accelerock. Not ideal. It's probably going Ironhead here. Yeah, not ideal. Not ideal in the slightest. This is probably Sucker Punch. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Protect. And now Rhyperier's the only one left. Oh, I hate that so much. I mean, weakness policy's big, but I don't think weakness policy was enough to actually kill. So, that was the closest we've gotten. I feel like when we come back from this ad break, we are going to be able to beat them. Okay. So, Grr, Arg, Re, but we're doing it. Trying to think what else I can change. Let's go Babbery Berry so we can tank that. I have an idea. All right, we're back, and I think I figured out the secret formula. Here's hoping this is the formioli and not the ravioli because I'm allergic to tomatoes. All right, save. We gotta walk our ass back there, but nothing wrong with a little exercise. That's something you can do during the ad breaks. You can grab some water, you can grab a snack, you can do some stretching. All right, let's get back over there, and obviously, all those other times, pretending for content. Okay, save. Save again. Go team. Okay, interesting. Moth 2. Huge. Solipede. Not ideal. We low rolled the damage on Solipede, so we didn't kill the Mimikyu. That's unfortunate. Okay. So we have to go Poison Barb then and hope that's enough to push it over the edge to actually get the Mimikyu where it needs to be. More consistently. Okay. Moth 2. Oh, Flame Body. Burn. Big value. Not that much of a value because it hit 2 Iron Heads in a row. So I'm still down. Alright. Not bad. Lower damage, lower and poisoned. So we don't have a dead Rabombi. We go into Centiskorch. We don't get the act. I hate that for us. Centiskorch was going to be really useful. So we got to now go into Cleavor with Close Combat and Accelerock. Yep, that's a reset. Centiskorch can't die, and Centiskorch did die. So, not ideal. All right. Nice. Poison Jab. Poison Jab. It's okay, we need to clean swap Rabombi with Moonblast. We go into Centiskorch again. Flamethrower high rolled, and then we die to Sucker Punch. So that's actually a huge problem. That's the second time it's reliably killed him. So we may have to do Flash Fire. Flash Fire normal Centiskorch if we keep getting walled by that one. Okay. Nice. We take that. Okay, not bad. Okay. This is still doable. Okay. Nice. All right, Sizor, let's do it again. I misclicked. I deserve to lose this one. Oh, I hate that. Frick. So, I feel like maybe not for the misclick. That was actually winnable. But then I threw by clicking the wrong button. It's starting to get to me. So I want to beat it by the end of the stream, but it's also possible, like Dragon Ball Z, we leave the conclusion of the battle for another day, because that's what everyone does in shows. Okay. Moonblast. Nope. Oh, that hurts. Yeah, I have to get rid of Sevi and Centiskorch. We're gonna use normal Centiskorch and we're gonna have Flash Fire. Alright. I mean, we're still gonna get hit with Fiery Wrath, which is a dark move that can flinch, but I don't really have much else at the moment. Alright. Let me make sure it keeps Flash Fire. If it loses Flash Fire in the Mega, then we don't bother. Okay, that's actually not bad. So we have Flash Fire when we swap, hoping it chooses a fire move. Then we Mega Evolve and kill it in a video game. So, alright. I just have to hope it actually learns something I can use to kill it. If not, it's gonna be like a non-stab stomping tantrum, you know? Alright. I hate this. The fact that they're both shared means my brain decided to not work when I was trying to figure out the item issue. All right. Oh, I see what happened. I never sorted, that's why I couldn't find it. Even better. No. By name. Give. No, we don't want that. We want Flash Fire. Yes. Flame Body is fine. We actually need to dig out because the last time we used normal Centiskorch, we made it special to deal with another Pokemon. Adamant. Yeah, exactly. Fuck, it does have to be special. It doesn't get any physical ground moves. And it doesn't get any physical fighting moves. Okay. Not ideal. Yeah, we're gonna go modest. Scorching Sands is gonna have to be our ground move. Wait. No, we have to be attack. Okay, never mind. We have to be attack. It's not gonna have enough otherwise. Okay, so the accuracy from rollout is gonna be so bad too. Oh, I do not love this. I guess I can do that in the non-mega, and then when I become the mega, I can do the other thing. Okay. This feels so scuffed, but I have to make this work somehow. I also just realized something. I could be using someone else for a different part of the fight. Alright, let's get back to where we were. We're gonna give 1 or 2 more goes at it, and then I'm gonna come back to it tomorrow. Okay, let's see. VOD friends, lurkers, I hope you're enjoying the stream. The vacation that was Blaine wasn't very long, and you have Magica to thank for that. That being said, we're getting more than enough content here being stuck on this double battle. And by double battle, I mean a back-to-back battle. So we made up for it in one place by getting more in another place. So it's a net positive. Save again. Go team. All right. Nice. Not better. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Not the worst thing in the world. So it hits me with the Fiery Wrath instead, which is expected. Yeah, that's worse. So, okay. Yeah, that was worse. We're gonna give it one more proper attempt. Alright, because we need to save the Sizor for Hatterene. I mean, we could have Solipede, but I think Solipede ended up being dead too, so it was like, oops. No, Centiskorch is not the answer. Not that Centiskorch. It's not the answer. I have an idea. Ledian with a Fire Berry because Flamethrower. So that's Akka. Rare Candy. What is letters? All right, let's make sure we have all the things. Yeah, that will more than do. Okay, this will be the last attempt we make today. After the ad break, we'll look at some more Palace Cats, then we will find someone to raid who's preferably playing Red. All right, go team. Nice. Swap into Moth 2. Flamethrower. Solipede with the Poison Jab. Poison Jab again. We go into Rabombi. We kill with Moonblast. This is Houndoom. Ledian. I'm hoping it goes not fire so I can preserve my berry. It does go fire. We don't outspeed, so we have to go Mach Punch. It's not enough. I'm hoping that Accelerock boosted by Technician is enough. Okay, so this is a cleaner one. Let's see if we can make this work. Iron Head. Bullet Punch. Accelerock. We will be back shortly for the thrilling conclusion of this double battle. And by double battle, I mean a back-to-back fight. So this is most likely Iron Head. We're gonna have to make a swap because I need to keep my Cleavor alive. All right. I believe we are faster. Let me double check. Yeah, I'm absolutely faster. So we're gonna pivot out with a U-turn. I think this is Iron Head. It is Iron Head. It's like no damage, but it's not nothing. Okay. Crap. Neither of those are good. I think I'm gonna go into Moth 2. Iron Head. Not ideal, but we got the burn from Flame Body. That's actually huge. I mean, it still has huge power, so it has like over 200 attack, but that's not the worst thing in the world. Also, I resist Dark, so if it tries to hit me with Sucker Punch, it's still gonna do a lot, but it won't do that much. One of the things that we did, we also grabbed Hidden Power Ground. It did not do enough, and I hate that. But we do still have the burn for periodic damage. Okay, good. This is, I think, Rhyperior. Yep. Rhyperior has weakness policy, so if Energy Ball doesn't kill, it's gonna be at like 5 HP. Yeah, not great. Heat Crash, but we're in the danger zone, so we can 100% do this and kill it. So admin Ariana, admin Archer down. Hell yeah, you'll love to see it. I'm glad it turned out I was actually cooking instead of burning the kitchen down. So we are going to heal. We're going to save. We need to update the text. Magica, thank you for the strat for Blaine. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. The rice, the chicken, and veggies are good. That you enjoy playing your video games. And hopefully you'll be able to check the stream tomorrow. We're going to look at a few more panelist cats, and we're going to find someone playing Pokemon to raid. VOD friends, lurkers, everyone who stopped by, I hope you're doing well. I hope you got all your holiday shopping done if that's a thing for you. May you have a good rest of your evening. I wouldn't have been able to do any of this without you. It's important that I recognize that. Palace cats, by the way. Absolutely adorable. Very fluffy. Threatened. I love this picture of Ula. Such a tiny head. Rest of the body makes it look humongous. Very low to the ground. You got some orange foot in the back. The really long, well-developed whisker subsystem. These ears that are more or less on the side of the head instead of the top. Absolutely a beautiful palace cat. Ula, she is Chengdu and Charu's daughter. Gdansk is in Poland. Very cool. I don't love the AI art, but it's not nothing, you know? So Ula was born in Poland. Ula and Meownwell are gonna try to be a mating pair next year. They mate one day a year, and it's difficult for palace cats to mate because of high infant mortality rate and low population density. But here's hoping that Ula and Meownwell can make more kittens for us because we need more palace cats. You can take a look at the family tree, which I think is really fucking cool. Norbu and Pema gave birth to Chengdu. Chengdu and Charu gave birth to Ula. La Boy and Zoe gave birth to Charu. Latoshka and Timothy gave birth to Zoe. That's actually really cool. I did not know that. So yeah, very pog. Such a precious animal. I love the way she's hiding in her little rock, in her hollowed out log. Great stuff, truly. Like I said earlier in the stream, some of God's finest creatures. Alright, let's find someone to raid who's playing Pokemon, preferably Rad Red, because that's my subject matter expertise. Ah, this will work. They're doing a Nuzlocke of Diamond. So we can absolutely send them a, some sort of raid. And they're also doing it for charity, which is quite important. Thank you everyone who stopped by. I hope you have a good rest of your evening. Take care. I will see you all tomorrow. For those who stuck around and I didn't point it out earlier, I stream every Monday through Thursday, 6 p.m. to at least 9 p.m. Eastern. I will see you all here tomorrow. Take care, stay safe, and we will get through this.